My Sketchbook 5, guys. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Amanda and we are here with Colour My Sketchbook 5 and I'm excited. Now I usually do a flip through, like separate video, and then I do a colour, but I'm going to do a flip through and then a colour afterwards, so it's going to be in one video. I just feel like doing that because I do. So this is Colour My Sketchbook by Bennett Klein and Mae Klein, 25 drawings and designs. The book is in the same format as what it always is, and I love it. So we're going to have a quick flip through and I'm going to show you these, and as always on the front of the book it says Colour My Sketchbook. In 2014 I began uploading my sketches to Facebook. To my delight, colourists started colouring them. It was fascinating to see the artful interpretations of my drawings, and this book is a celebration and continuation of that collaboration. So I'm totally down for that. And I can't wait to colour this. And I can't wait to colour this. I just like smashed everything in my room about, and we are gonna get on to showing you this. So, oh, I'm so excited. So this is dedicated to the community that brings this work to life, which is the colourists, obviously. And then we have the contents page, which is his usual in the books. I think he only started doing that in book 2 or 3, I'm not sure. It definitely wasn't in the first one though. And let me just zoom out a touch so that you can see the full book here. They are all one-sided, just like all of his other books, and the illustrations are fantastic. So if you want this book, I highly recommend you go to Amazon and buy it. He also does a digital download version. I would love to get those and print them all out on like better paper, but I don't have a printer and I don't know, it just makes more sense for me to buy this lovely book of his. I'm just going to flip through fairly quickly. I plan on doing these little sweetie things because there is a competition going on, well not a competition but like a little giveaway going on to do with those on his Facebook page, which you should definitely go and check out. The community over there is amazing, you learn so much from them, and it's just good to feel good about sharing your work with others in the community. And Bennett Klein actually interacts with you over there quite a lot as well. He's very much into interacting with his audience and the people that purchase his book. It's so hot today, guys, I can't even bear it. There we go. I love that fox. So like I said, after I flip through all of these pages so that you can see what they look like, I am going to do a colouring on a page that I will point out to you. And it will be in real time, so if you don't like that, then I'm sorry, but it will be. I think I'm going to do this one first. So cute. Okay. So that's the end of the book, and it says, with over 30 years of professional design and illustration experience behind me, I can honestly say these books are the most creative fun I've had yet. I hope you enjoyed it too. And then there's a couple of pages just at the back, maybe you could use those as tester pages, and that is it, guys. So I'm going to do the last page in the book, which, if we go to the contents, it is called Bunsy. And it is super cute. So there's like a mandala thing in the background, and then there is the little bunny in the middle, and I'm going to choose some colours. We're going to be using ink tints today, I believe, and then we will get started with the colouring. Okay, so these are the colours that I'm going to be using, and there is 9 colours, and I'm really excited. I have never used these Inktense on decent paper before actually, and this is watercolour paper. It's not dear watercolour paper, it's quite cheap, but it's still more absorbent than other papers. Anyway, so I'm going to use all the blues for the background and the greens for the background as well. I'm also going to use these two colours for the little bunny. So yeah, I don't know if I'll actually use the sea blue. I think I might keep the sea blue out of it. Yeah, I'm gonna take the sea blue away. Just because I don't really want to use that one. So let me just score that out there. So we're going to use 8 colours. Yeah, and I'm going to use the green on the more leafy parts, obviously. I'm going to use the blue on the flowers, and I'm going to use the green aquamarine and dark aquamarine on these bits. So yeah, you want to put something underneath your page when you're working with this, especially if you have something in the background, because it will ruin your pages. So I'm going to do that real quick, just put that under there. I don't really need to, because this is the last page in the book, but I'm going to do it anyway. So there we go. And I'm just going to work from top to bottom, because that's how I feel the most comfortable. You don't have to do that, but I'm going to pop this out just so I can see the colours I want to use. Okay guys, I decided to speed this up a little bit just because I did it really fast, and obviously there was a big portion of it where I was showing you the thing, the actual book in the first place. So yeah, I did start off this as a tutorial style, but then I didn't feel like I had the knowledge or the ability to show you, you know, what to do. Like, I just was doing whatever I felt like, and most of it did come out, like, it was starting to come out the way that I didn't want it to come out, and I was like, I can't tell people how to do this because I don't even want it to be like this. So there is a lot of like pausing and talking and stuff in this because I'm telling you guys what to do or what I'm gonna do, but you can't hear me because I've obviously sped it up a little bit. So I know that a lot of people don't like that, so I'm sorry, but yeah, anyway, for the flowers on either side of the rose, I am using the green aquamarine, and I was using the bright blue for the rose colour. So I'm just going in and putting a single wash down without any shading. I usually put in the shading before I wet it, but I decided not to this time just because I didn't want to put too much in, and I didn't want it to blend together because it's a small space, so I didn't want to have to blend all the colours together and lose the lighter colours underneath the darks, so that's why I did that. And I was struggling to know what colours to use for what. I did want this all to be blue because there's three little characters that look the same in this book, and I want to make this one all blue, the next one all purple, and then the next one all pink, just because, I don't know, it's like a gradation of the colours, you know. So I really wanted to do blue because I've not done blue for a while, and blue is pretty hard for me to do because there's so many different types of blue. There's greeny blues, there's reddy blues, you know, all of that stuff. So I'm just going in with the green aquamarine and doing all of the flowers there. And it doesn't matter, but these flowers in the real world are probably not this colour. In fact, I think that the colours, the ones that I'm doing green aquamarine, are purple and white with yellow in the middle, I think. I'm not sure, but yeah, the ones, in fact, they could be different flowers, I don't know. The colour book persons or peoples don't tell you what they're called, so you just have to guess, and if you don't know the actual flower, then, you know, whatever. But it doesn't matter because the colour book is yours to do with what you wish to do. So yeah, Remember guys, I am planning on streaming. I am streaming tomorrow, but it's gonna be a gaming stream. It's not gonna be an art stream tomorrow, so I will fit in the art streams eventually, and I'm thinking about streaming these types of videos, colour book videos, because then I can actually be doing it in real time, but also having somebody to chat with if anybody comes to my stream, obviously. So I think that it would be easier to do those videos if I have somebody to talk to, because when I'm doing these and there's nobody to talk to, like I'm not streaming, it really does get boring, and I'm just like, oh please, I just want to listen to something or talk to somebody or do something else. Like, it just does get kind of annoying to record these videos. Like I say, I think it would be much better if I was streaming them, so I might make a stream on Tuesdays. That means that my art video would be late, but it means that, you know, you'll get the one that I want to do. Or maybe I'll stream on Monday night and then post the video on Tuesday for Colour Book Tuesday. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments below, but it will be at night time, so probably around 8 o'clock until 12-ish, depending on how we go. So I'll have 4 hours to do something that I want to colour, so. And that means that I might not get it all done in the stream. I might get a lot of it done in the stream. I might get just a little bit. It depends. So if you think that is a better idea, then give this video a thumbs up so that I know that you want that stuff. I probably will be doing it again. Also, I'm sorry about the noise in my computer if it is making a noise. It is being extra loud recently, so I don't know why that is. I'm hoping that you can hear my voice a little bit better over it because I've adjusted the audio levels. But yeah, anyway, for these little sticky up things, I'm going in with the navy and the bright blue, just to give it some gradation, and I wasn't doing that before, as you can see, but I was doing it here because it's a bigger area. And then for the lighter green bits that you see in this piece, I went in with the Hooker's green to do that. So just wetting it all up, and I love Inktense. Inktense are amazing. You just need I can never say that word. The least amount of effort to get vibrancy and depth with these. They are so awesome, and they last a long time. I've had mine for about 2 years now, and the only one that's getting kind of small is the dark chocolate, because I use that one a lot for shading. But the rest of them, you know, it's really good. And that's another way that you can make your colours last a little bit longer, is if you pick colours that you don't usually use. So say you really liked using all of these colours that I'm using now, but then you didn't want to waste them, well, not waste them, but you didn't want them to go down any further. You could just be like, right, I'm going to do a piece in all purples and blues. Well, not purples and blues because these are blues, but you know what I mean, purples and yellows, say. I don't know. So then you can make them last longer that way. Using a palette that isn't as varied, unless you're doing like a big rainbow piece, is much better than using a lot of colours at once. So like I said, I'm doing just reds and blues and greens in this one, and a couple of browns for the rabbit. It means that your colours will last a lot longer that way as well, depending on how many pieces you do. But yeah, there is a lot of ways that you can prolong your Inktenseness. I really do want to do either a colour book page or artwork on better quality paper, because I literally don't think I have used these Inktense on better quality paper. I think I've used them in my sketchbook once, and I've used them on colour books, but I haven't used them with watercolour paper or with any other paper that might be good for these Inktense pencils. So I really want to do that to see their full potential, because obviously they're amazing with the colour book pages and the cheaper paper, the sketchbook paper, but they might be even more amazing in better quality paper. So I'm looking forward to that. I just don't know what I need to draw yet or want to draw yet. So yeah. By the way guys, I'm planning on doing a Q&A soon, just a Q&A probably over some type of video like this, so a sped up version of me colouring in something or doing something art related, and then I will answer some questions because I think I have got a lot of subscribers since the last time I did a Q&A. So if you have any questions you want to ask me, it doesn't have to be art related, but it can be. It can be life related, art related, other things related, whatever. Then do comment below, and you can ask me a question. I don't know if anybody will, because nobody actually listens to the videos at 8 minutes 40 in. Well, actually it's more than that, it's like 15 minutes because of the bit at the start. Anyway, so yeah. And then for these little things that you see me colouring in just now, I used the green aquamarine again, and then I go in with the brown. I always find this difficult, and to be honest, I could have went in with more layers with this whole piece, just because it's not the actual product that goes through the pages, it's more the water. So if you let it dry and then go on top of it with another colour in between, then you can get a lot of depth. Like, you need to let it dry though, because if you don't let it dry, then it's just going to go right through your page and you're going to be sad because you've ruined it. But honestly guys, it's easy to build up the layers if you let it dry in between. So I could have went in again and again with these pencils and just put more and more layers on with different colours and stuff, but I just wanted to keep it simple. I might go in with a coloured pencil after this video and put in a little bit more texture to the bunny, but other than that I'm really happy with this considering it was going so wrong. Also, I do not know. Oh, those are carrots! Guys, the things behind the bunny's ears sticking out at the side, I had no idea what they were, and I was like, what colour am I going to do these? They're carrots, guys. I did them brown. I did them like a purpley brown colour. I should have did them orange. Oh well. That's funny. Oh, you can't see me in this part. Well, that's great. I'll just let it play. I could cut it out, but I'm just gonna let it play. I can't believe that I didn't realise they were carrots until now. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. Anyway, well, you'll see what colour my carrots are later. But yeah, I hope that you enjoy this. I know that, like I said, I know that you guys like real time to see what I'm actually doing, but you can kind of see. I'm just putting the colour down in a way where it's just flat wash, and then I'm wetting it with my Pentel Aqua brush, and then I'm going in again with a different colour after that, but I think I go through the whole page first, yeah, and then I add the shading in. I didn't even wet the bunny because I did actually leave. I turned the camera off and I left for a little bit, and then I came back and I forgot that I even did the bunny, and I didn't wet the bunny, so even though it's pretty obvious. But anyway, I will wet it soon, guys, don't worry, don't worry. Somebody's going to phone me in like 15 minutes, so they better just wait because I can't answer the phone. But yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah, I didn't speed it up much, I just kind of like halved everything in time, so because this video was going to be 1 hour and 45 minutes long, which isn't actually that long, but because I hadn't talked during it, I didn't really want to voice over a 1 hour and 40 minutes long video, because that's a lot of things to say without any questions to answer or things to talk about, which I usually do have plenty of things to talk about, but I didn't get any questions from you guys before I decided to do this. Although I did tweet out a little tweet saying, if you have any questions for me, please tell me, because I've got a lot of art footage to voice over. But yeah. just letting you guys watch me do nothing, to be honest. No, going in with the Hooker's green now, just to cover the full leafy parts. I think I do put in extra bits, like for example, I'm pointing at the screen like you can see. On the bottom right there's a little flick, it's on the left side as well, of those flowers. There's a little flick and it joins to the flower above it. And in the top part, I thought that was part of the flower. I thought that it was a bend in the flower, but actually it's just like a continuation of the line, so it doesn't really need to be coloured in. So I coloured it in the top part, but I didn't colour it in this bottom part for some reason, I don't know. But it's really hard to like differentiate what part of the drawing is what sometimes, especially if it's really busy. But this one is quite simple, so yeah. I'm really happy with the way that it came out, to be honest. It does look much better in real life. I wish that the camera would pick up the true colour and the true depth and vibrancy of it, but it doesn't. It just says, no, this isn't actually true. I also go in with a Posca pen at the end to put in some whiskers and to also put in some white highlights. I always forget to do the Posca at the end, but I remembered this time, go me! So we've just got the last flower to do, and then we'll go in with the shading again. And maybe I'll eventually wet that bunny, who knows. But yeah, for this I'm not even worrying about doing petal by petal. I'm just going over the full thing in a colour of sorts. And I did the bottom half much brighter than I did the top half. I didn't even realise, but I was too scared to go in. There we go, I'm doing the thing. I'm just starting at the lighter parts first and then going into the darker parts. And I'm talking to you guys. If you start at the lighter parts and go into the dark and then dab it on like a towel or something to dry it, or thingy it off, then wipe it off, then you get a much better result that way. So here's me gonna do the carrot. Oh no, I'm not doing the carrots yet. See, I'm avoiding it because I don't know what it is. I'm just like, what is that? I should have just realised it was a carrot. See, I went over there again, and it will buckle, guys. If you do it on the pages that comes with the book, it definitely will buckle, but you just need to deal with it. It'll flatten out eventually. And if not, then it doesn't matter. I like the buckling. So here I am grabbing the navy blue pencil, and I'm actually taking some pigment from the tip of the pencil with my brush and putting it onto the area that I want it to be a little bit darker, just so that I don't have too much pigment on there or I go out of the lines or something like that. But I do swap up that technique and do it a different way occasionally as well. So it's not, see here I'm actually putting it on top, but once the ink tense goes down, it does form a coating of sorts on top of the page where it's kind of hard to lay down more colour. So that's why these are good, because they act like paint as well. It's just ink, it's like literally dried up ink. So it's really cool. I really do love these Inktense pencils, and I don't like Derwent that much. Like, I really do not like Derwent as a company, as a brand. I don't like them. All of the things that I've tried from them, and that's a lot because they were one of the biggest brands that were available in my country for a long time. I tried their pastel pencils, I tried their normal graphite pencils, I tried their watercolour pencils, their colouring in pencils. I tried a lot from Derwent, and all of the products that I tried were really bad quality. They would break, they would splinter, I couldn't get the pigments that I wanted. I think their professional grade is a lot better. Like, a lot of people really like the Derwent coloured pencils. I think I would like the Derwent colour pencils as well, because they're a lot like Polychromos, I believe, but their colour choices are a lot better. So I don't know. Anyway, off the screen again, but just putting in this navy blue for the shading of everything basically. I was going to use the dark aquamarine for the shading on these little flowers, but it just was too much of a similar colour, to be honest. It really does look that similar that you can't tell the difference, so I decided to go in with the navy instead. And here I am putting in the navy pencil without using the tip to tip method. And I really do like the way that this turned out. I'm super happy with it. I really want to like take them out of the colour book and put them in like a frame and put all three of the designs together, but anyway, I think that I might do the elephant pink because, yeah, I think I will. I'll do the elephant pinky colours just because pink and grey look really nice together in my opinion. And then I'll do the other one. I can't remember what the other one is. Let's have a look, see. I can't believe I did those carrots the wrong colour. The other one is there's an owl. I don't know if that's part of it. I don't think it is. The reason I'm doing this, I don't know if I told you, but it's because there's a little competition. Oh no, it's like a little hamster thing. And he's on a lily flower pad or something. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I had so much fun doing this bunny though. I don't usually draw bunnies or colour in bunnies. I left the nose completely blank. I just couldn't be bothered, I don't think. Couldn't be bothered colouring it in. But yeah, I had so much fun doing this, and I hope that you can kind of see what I'm doing so that you can follow along if you wish. Unfortunately, there's not a slow down button for YouTube. That would be cool if there would be, if they could have incorporated that into YouTube. Here's the colour of my carrots. Yay! So excited. So there I am putting in the Posca pen, making sure there's all these highlights and stuff like that, adding the finishing touches. This is a 0.7mm Posca pen. My other one, my bigger one, my 0.9, I think is almost dried up basically. So just putting in some Posca pen, and I think I do the eyes black and white, just put in some black with a Pentel brush pen, and then I go in with the Posca to make the whites a little bit wider and brighter. Oh yeah, I forgot to shade the leaves. Did I do that? I can't remember if I did that or not. But I will insert a picture at the end of this video so that you guys can see it. I'm sorry if I spraffed a lot of crap, because honestly 27 minutes or however long it's been is a long time to talk. So anyway, yeah, I am just yeah, putting in some finishing touches here and there. You can't even see what I'm doing. I'm just doing nothing, basically, just doing nothing. But I will put a thing at the end so that you can see. There we go, Posca in the eyeballs, and some more whiskers. Some of them are bent. But that's the end of that here. So I want to thank you for watching this video. Please remember to comment, like and subscribe, and do not laugh at my carrots. And put that notification bell on as well if you would like to get notified of when I post a video. I know I'm not on screen here, never mind. But here's a picture of the actual piece, and here is some links that you can click on to look at other videos of mine or other channels that I have. So thank you again guys, and I will see you next time. Bye!